The abyss that watches back. The hidden war beneath the waves. They told us to look to the stars. They said the truth was up there. But what if it's been staring at us from below this whole time? Welcome back to Shadows of Area 51. Tonight, we dive where no one was ever meant to look, into the silent black world beneath our oceans, where something alive is waiting. Scene 1. The Impossible Reading. October 2025. A U.S. Navy sonar station 200 miles off the California coast. Midnight. A lone operator leans over his console as dozens of shapes bloom on the screen, cold, symmetrical, alive. At first he laughs, sensor glitch, maybe dolphins, but then they stop, all at once. Perfect formation, depth 4,000 feet, no noise, no propulsion. The command room goes silent. Then one of them moves, straight up, 35,000 feet per second. No cavitation, no splash. Before anyone can react, the system crashes. The last words flashing in red across the screen. Non-acoustic signature, source unknown. Scene 2. The leak. 3 weeks later, a civilian tracker releases restricted sonar data online, heat maps showing thousands of submerged objects along both U.S. coasts. The shapes move like coordinated fleets, crossing under naval corridors, circling communication cables, disappearing into trench shadows. The Pentagon calls it sensor interference. Buried in the documents is a line no journalist was supposed to see. Submerged aerial phenomena display intelligence, evasion capability, and electromagnetic dampening beyond known physics. Translation: they're down there, watching, and we can't touch them. Scene 3. The diver who talked. In 2019, retired Navy diver Red 2 broke silence. He said his recovery team was sent into the Puerto Rico Trench after sonar captured a metallic heartbeat. What they found wasn't wreckage, it was a sphere, perfect, silver, humming like it was alive. When they approached, it pulsed once and their instruments died. He claimed they brought it up anyway. It wasn't metal, it wasn't stone. It was something else. A week later, his dive logs were erased, his file deleted. His last email read, "The ocean floor isn't empty, it's occupied." Scene 4. The geometry beneath. In 2022, oceanographers studying magnetic ridges off Catalina Island stumbled on triangular formations carved into basalt, each one a mile wide, equidistant, glowing faintly in ultraviolet. They posted the data. Within hours, it vanished. Their server was seized under a maritime security clause. But one researcher saved a frame. The caption burned into metadata read, "Catalina structure restricted since 1994. That's the same year radar operators on the USS Princeton tracked objects rising from those coordinates straight into the sky. The event was buried under a new classification, transmedium vehicles. Scene 5. The Silent War. When whistleblowers began linking these sightings to nuclear submarine patrols, the Navy quietly installed new underwater threat filters on every sonar system, not for missiles, for something else. A leaked 2023 memo reads, "Marine UAPs to be cataloged under Threat Group 7, Disclosure, not recommended. Engagement, classified. They're not preparing for war with them. They're preparing for war beneath them. Scene 6. The Forgotten Signal. August 2025. NOAA research vessel Pelican 9 descends near the Puerto Rico Trench. They detect rhythmic tones, 3 perfect pulses, repeating every 46 seconds, a pattern too precise to be natural. Then, silence. Contact lost. 2 weeks later, the vessel is recovered, intact, crew missing. No damage, no bodies, just the onboard log entry. It's watching us below. When analysts replayed the black box audio, the final seconds revealed something impossible. The same 3 tones, followed by a reply. Scene 7. The Abyss Awakens. Since that night, satellite imagery has begun masking sections of the Pacific and Gulf of Mexico, officially to protect marine privacy. But insiders claim those blackout zones line up perfectly with sonar hotspots, where these things rise and vanish like ghosts. If true, then, the oceans aren't unexplored, they're occupied territory. And the next phase of disclosure won't come from the sky. It will rise from the deep. So the next time you stare at the horizon, remember, the greatest secret isn't out there among the stars. It's right beneath your feet, watching, waiting. This is the abyss that watches back, and this is Shadows of Area 51, where the truth doesn't float, it lurks.